If you're having suicidal thoughts or feelings or feel like you have no hope, please call 988. There, you can talk to someone who not only cares about your story, but cares about you. Please reach out today. Thomas P. Murphy once said, "Minutes are worth more than money. Spend them wisely." At Minutes Wisely, we take that to heart. Our mission is to decrease veteran suicide by providing life-changing experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. We believe that we can make a lasting impact by rekindling a sense of purpose and fostering community through sponsored tickets to sporting events. These experiences are not just about the game, they're about the moments that can change lives. A simple sporting event can boost joy and instill a sense of renewed hope and purpose for those who have served. Join us in making a difference. Become a moment maker and empower a veteran with rediscovered hope. Visit minuteswisely.com for more information and to get involved. Together, we can make every moment count.
Good Sunday morning, fellas.
What's
Up?
Got a lot to hit today. The Red Wings are 10-4-1 since the new coach. The Pistons are rolling. The Lions are out. The Tigers report in a little over 2 weeks. So I guess where we want to start is man. I've been mulling this over ever since last Saturday. My wife and I we went up to the game. It was a great atmosphere. Then the turnovers started happening. We had another player go down with a broken bone. I believe we started the game with 16 players on IR. So, like, I'm not making excuses for that. That had nothing to do with the offense. That was mainly defense. My biggest concern is these coordinators. They're, the Lions are on a 2-week break. Instead of getting your players ready, they're out interviewing for other jobs. And that really aggravated the you-know-what out of me. I feel like the only answer I want out of their mouths when asked for interviews is I'm focused on the Detroit Lions in the 2025 playoffs right now. Give me a call after the season's over with. That's the only thing I want to hear out of them. I understand that they're going to move on. The difference in pay is like $15 million. I get it. You want your own team, but you're employed right now. Like, this is ridiculous. And that's the only reason why I wish Ben Johnson ill will in Chicago. If he would have just done it the right way, I would have wished him well. But now I'm just I can't wait for those 2 games every year where the Lions can just beat the crap out of them, because the way that went down, it hurt the entire city. The entire city, the entire state of Michigan was all on board with these 2 coordinators, and I just feel like they weren't in it. The game plan was garbage, and I feel like it all points back to them not being in the game. Now you got to ask yourself, is Ben Johnson holding back his trick plays? He had a bunch of trick plays. Is he holding specific plays back for Caleb Williams? Is his eye on the, where am I going to buy my house at? There's just so many variables there that just really annoyed the crap out of me.
Speaking of trick plays, that JMO trick play, I can't stop thinking about that. The one where he threw that interception. Why are you giving him the ball in that situation? Why are you letting him throw the ball? And you knew JMO was feeling himself, right? Like, he just had that run where he ran all over the, back and forth, zigzagging 3 or 4 times. I've thought about this specific play a lot, and it kind of goes right back into what you were saying. JMO was feeling himself, and everybody in that stadium knew that if the look wasn't there, he wasn't going to throw it away or he wasn't going to run. What was he going to do? Pass the ball every time. He was going to pass the ball, and I feel like that play in particular sums up exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, that game just left a
It's
lot more.
The 3rd and 1 drop back where there were no running backs. That really bugs me. Starting Montgomery and giving him two runs right at the beginning of the game, when you knew Gibbs was just absolutely on fire, that really bothered me.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that bother me. Like that game left more questions than it did answers.
And it was uncharacteristic, which is why I think you're onto something. It wasn't what the Lions normally do, and I think that all points back to exactly what you were saying, and that really pisses me off.
Yeah, it's very aggravating, man. Like this offense was the best offense in the league all year, and then you're out interviewing for a job when you should have been putting together the best game plan the planet has ever seen. Ben Johnson's his brain was not on the game. His brain was in Chicago at that point.
And I think he knew he was taking that job before
100%. He knew before the season even started. So everybody knew he was going to Chicago. The writing was on the wall for months.
Yeah, I agree.
Chicago wanted him from day one. They would have waited 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I agree. Which is just sad. I'm sad. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, so I hope, I don't know. It just feels like same old Lions when that couldn't be the case.
No, that game was the same old Lions game.
It was a giant dud.
It's a team that you should – like, that's who I want. That was best case scenario. Us to play Washington the first game, right? Like everybody wanted Washington, right? Everybody. And then you go out there and it's two run plays to Montgomery and then a Tim Patrick will just drop, right? 3 and out. Very next play, Amik Robertson breaks his arm.
Yeah.
Right there you're losing. That was same old Lions. You're like it's just I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. It feels like they're never going to do it.
There was a lot of energy in the building. You know, the Lions were about to go up 14-3. Then the first turnover happened, and the wheels started falling off after that. It was so bad at the end of the game that, obviously there was 5 turnovers. What was it? 4 of them were interceptions. It was so bad that the Commanders fans, then there was quite a few of them there, they were all chanting Jared Goff.
Yeah,
that's a slap in the face.
I think the Jared Goff chant needs to die with we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's done.
You can't do it.
Done. I don't even after that game, I don't even know if Jared Goff is the guy now.
I don't want to say that. I don't
know. He gives me Alex Smith vibes.
I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Just enough to get it done, and then if the game comes on.
The dude's on the page for MVP voting, right? Like
he also had multiple games with 5 turnovers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not all of them are his fault, but he's just I'm with John, man. He gets you there. He gets you there just enough to get excited. Just enough to get excited, and he pulls the rug out.
I don't know. I blame Johnson more than him, though.
Yeah,
100%. I'd put 99% of the blame on Johnson. I'm not even mad about Aaron Glenn going to the Jets.
I'm not either.
No, and the defense did what they could with what they had. It's not none of this is on Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn should honestly be celebrated here in Detroit for what he did.
He should be assistant coach of the year.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And I'm happy for Aaron Glenn. I think the Jets are a dumpster fire, but
for sure.
I'm gonna root for the Jets now because of Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, for sure.
I will if they get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
I don't see Aaron Rodgers coming back.
I don't think Aaron Glenn's gonna put up with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think he will either, but we'll see.
That's the big thing with that. But Ben Johnson can. I'm not gonna say it 'cause it's a bad word on.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So, also one other thing I want to point out on that game, that hit on Jared Goff. A week later, the NFL fines the player that hit him. And so that just tells you right there how crap the officiating is in these games. Like that there should have been lawn blown all over that field and nothing.
Well, yeah, and then that coming off the ghost tackle of Mahomes the day before.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
There's a
just bad vibes all the way around, man.
And I mean, not to bring this back up, but I mean, all these new fans, this is what being a Lions fan is about. So I mean,
yeah.
if you're not ready for this, you might as well hop on off because this is our whole lives.
Welcome to the party, huh?
Yeah. That's another. I hate bandwagon fans, man. Just go away.
It sucks. I was picking Kobe up from daycare the other day. I take the same route every day, and all of a sudden there's a house that I pass in this neighborhood, and it has a fresh, brand new Ohio State flag out front.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, you got that in the mail like yesterday. That's crazy to me.
That's
there's all the Lions gear here in Detroit is kind of slowly went back into the closet.
Yeah, I could see you're already wearing a Tigers hoodie.
Well, I'm doing it in more, I'll be wearing my Lions stuff, I mean, you guys have known me long enough to know.
Yeah, on my Lions stuff are hoodies and stuff. I don't really have any shirts, so I just wear it in the wintertime anyways. And then, in 2 weeks, the Detroit Tigers stuff comes out. So
yeah, and I'm in mourning right now. I'm really sad.
I'm more angry than I am sad. And then, the JMO celebration, he ends up getting hit for like $27,000. Like when he did that, I was like, what the hell is he doing? Why is he humping the ground? What is your problem, bro? Like, why?
I mean, I as an adult male thought that was hilarious, but I would not want my children to.
No, not on the field, not in front of like the entire world is watching you right now, man. You're out there dry humping, like you're pulling the American Pie scene out, Like, what the hell is the matter with you? That kid is so immature, man. He's got the talent of like of a Jerry Rice or somebody, man, but like his immaturity is just
you see that all the time.
It's through the roof.
Yeah.
See that all the time.
Did you guys notice, like, I think it was St. Brown and Laporta, he started to do that and those guys ran over right to him and
they pulled him off
and snatched him up. I'm like, dude,
yeah, I love that, man. You gotta hold your players accountable, man.
That's kind of, he went to Alabama too. That's kind of rare for something going to Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Saban usually has those kids on lockdown. I don't.
For real.
But I mean, just add this to the laundry list of JMO immaturities. Like
the dumb shit he's done over the last couple of years, man. It's unbelievable. But on the other end, I want to talk about a wide receiver that's pulling in $100 million. AJ Brown showed up to the game in a $30,000 Honda. Like, that speaks volumes, Most of these players are pulling up in Lambos and stuff. Here's AJ Brown, one of the best receivers in the league today, pulls up in a $30,000 Honda.
Pretty sure he has like a normal house too.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, just
I mean, it's nice, but it's not like our house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no Tom Brady house. So, yeah, there's just a lot of frustrating things going on in Detroit right now. I just feel like they were a lot better than that, and all the blame, 100%, 99.9% goes to Ben Johnson. But now there's rumblings that him and Dan Campbell didn't have the greatest thing going on in the locker room. But when they both did their post-game, exit interviews, they both commended each other. So who knows?
Yeah, I think that's just professionalism, though. There's a video. Yeah. There's a video floating around the internet of them fighting on the sideline at the game. Campbell's yelling at Johnson, and then Johnson walks away. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Take that with what that is. Could be out of context, but then again, it could not.
I was watching videos today of both coaches as they're at the podium talking about their new teams. Well, I'm talking about Dan Campbell a few years ago and Ben Johnson just this week. Ben Johnson plagiarized the hell out of Dan Campbell. It was almost laughable, man. It's like, what are you doing, man? They played the video side by side, and it was almost the exact same wording. So, I don't know. I could see where like the egos are explode when you're in a position like that. So, I wish the coordinators all the best, but I hope Ben Johnson fails in Chicago just because of what he did. So, and like, why would you go to? Like, I understand why Aaron Glenn went to the Jets. He played for the Jets, right?
Yeah, he was drafted by the Jets.
Yeah, so I could see that, but I feel like that's where coaches go to die. That's a horrible organization. I mean, their last coach only made it, what, 1 year?
Boy, Rex did good there for a while. Went to an AFC championship game, right?
This is
Garbage. I don't
garbage.
know how many years ago.
Another garbage organization is the Cowboys picking up Schottenheimer's kid.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about that kid, so I don't have too much to say.
Yeah, I think we all knew that he wasn't going to come up with some great coach because of his control issues. Obviously I'm talking about Jerry Jones. So, well, all right. So enough of the Detroit Lions. We'll talk about them in August. We're still in mourning over here. But Ohio State wins the national championship this week, and they do so. And there's a lot of I don't know if this is how true this is, but there's some of the players that are saying they were not really all that happy because they didn't win their division. They didn't beat Michigan. They only came through on one of the three things they're supposed to do. But that's the internet is the internet. I don't know if that's other people putting words in their mouth, but they also had a $20 million payroll over there in Ohio.
That's crazy.
So I was really pulled out, like being from Michigan, man. It was a hard. I'd be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. It's hard to watch Ohio and Notre Dame play, and it was like the perfect storm of a trash national championship, if you ask me. I hate to say that, Eric, because you're a Notre Dame fan. I don't get it, but whatever.
Hey, can't help who you love,
Yeah. So is there anything you guys want to talk about the national championship, or should we move on?
We own the national champs. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I don't love that they weren't the conference champions. They
Yeah, that's what you get when you open up the playoffs.
This is it. I don't know, and the playoffs were really good. I watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I think it's they won the games they were supposed to win, and they're national.
But the funny thing is about Ohio, not one player on that team has ever beat Michigan. That's the crazy thing about this whole thing, right? Not one player has ever beat Michigan. The seniors got to freaking
insert that. What's the name of the Billy Madison quote? We're playing dodgeball. Now you're all in big trouble. We got Bryce Underwood coming through.
Look at this. We have somebody from Bangladesh watching. Greetings there, sir.
Very nice.
MLB, where's Mr. Bregman going to land? Would the Tigers get off their crap and just sign this dude? Or
I think they have a chance. They better do it before the Red Sox do it. But the Red Sox they don't have a place for him, so I think he goes to Detroit.
I hope. We have to.
What are they waiting for? Like, lock this thing up. If you want to be relevant in 2025, we need him.
Not only that, do you want to be relevant in 2025, and do you want to show Scooble that you're building a team around him.
Yes.
More important.
Yes, you only signed Scooble. You only gave him 1 year. Let's lock that kid up too, man.
Yeah,
He
check
should
this
never
out.
play.
Check this out. He's the third highest paid pitcher on that team. Can you guess
That's
the other?
insane.
Can you guess the other two? The other two hires?
I have no idea.
Alex Cobb at $14 million, and Kenta Maeda at $11 million,
Damn.
and then Scooble's $10 million. So they
Lock
didn't
him up.
sign him to the highest paid pitcher on the team. So I don't know what's going on.
Chris
I don't
Ilitch.
think they're gonna get him back.
If Mike Ilitch was still alive, this would be a done deal by now.
I mean,
Both players would have been a done deal by now.
Like I said, man, you're messing with Scott Boras, and this is not a game you play. We need Bregman and lock up Scooble now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
they can afford it.
Then do it. Then I'm with you. Well, what's the hesitation?
What is
Bregman,
the
I get.
hesitation?
You got to figure that all out, but
And
gotta
I
lock
think,
down your
I think
players.
the Bregman holdup is years. It's details of the contract.
Which I'm not with it. I'm not against holding out on that if I'm the Tigers because I'm trying to build something.
right.
So if that's the case, let him go somewhere else.
Yeah, or you just offer him a ridiculous amount. 3 years at 120. Who cares?
Or you
Whatever.
wait for the next offseason.
Exactly.
You know,
Lock
somebody's
him down
going to,
for
or
3
you
years
trade.
and just give him a blank check. I would much rather do that than giving him a 15-year deal when then we ended up with like the Miguel Cabrera thing again, which yes, I know Eric hates when I say this because he was such a great player, but man, the last 4 or 5 years just sucked, man. And not that he sucked, it was just the bloated contracts, and he's not producing. Like, if you're paying somebody $20 million, you want hits. That's all. So yes, I could see staying away from that, but short term, give him 3 years, give him 4 years, and just send the Brinks truck over to his house.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, this is why we are not GMs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would be spending like the Dodgers if I was the GM of the Tigers. And speaking of that, I read a report that the Dodgers were looking at Bregman too, which is absolute insanity.
I mean, they got everybody else.
Yeah.
Just building an all-star roster.
Like, where's that stop, man?
I don't.
You're not going to be able to afford to walk into a game at the Dodger Stadium.
Well, yeah. What did I send you guys earlier in the week? A beer was going to be $35.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hot dog was $20.
Stupid.
That's insane,
Is
man.
that real?
I think it is real.
That's wild. There's no way people actually go to those games, right?
I think it's all the rich million and billionaires in LA. It's a status.
It's LA.
That's
Yeah, it's definitely LA. They don't have homes to go to anymore, though. So it's wiped out over there. But also in baseball news, Paul Skeen's debut card shows up, and an 11-year-old kid has it, and he is living in California. And the Pittsburgh Pirates offered him the world, and he turned it down, and now the card's going to auction. Which, yeah, I don't know. That would be a hard one to turn down. Although he is, 2,000 miles away. So how are you going to utilize your 30 years of season tickets? But I say, I don't know. It's been hard to send that sucker to auction because, depending on where these seats are, I think they're right behind home plate. Well,
It's the Champions Club.
yes. How many home games are there? You sell them for $300 a seat, and you sell them every single game. I mean, that's a lot of money over 30 years. So
not only that, you probably could.
$4,000.
The owner of the Pirates already told him that he would give him plane tickets too. I sent you guys that yesterday.
Yeah.
So he would have flew him out for, I don't know. You keep the tickets, fly out for a couple series a year, and.
What if he doesn't like baseball?
Why is he buying baseball cards?
Yeah, I think the kid does
Lots
like
of people buy baseball cards that don't like baseball.
Did you read the story?
Oh man,
He begged his parents for the baseball cards. I think he's a baseball fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I think you got him
I
for
don't know.
Christmas.
I'm not mad at them. They're hanging on to it.
No, I'm not
the
mad
first
at me
offer.
either, but I'm
Let's
just
see what else is
saying,
out there.
like, that's a very tough call, man. Do you
I'm
And
want
I
to
thought
take
it
a
was supposed to be
no?
lifetime season tickets.
I mean, 30
That's
years.
what I
mean,
thought they
that's a
said
long ass time.
before. Yeah, but he's 11. That's like a difference of 30 years. I'd say if they make it lifetime, then for sure do this thing.
I mean, Liv Dunn said you could watch a game in her suite too. I mean,
Yeah, but that does nothing for me. I'm
I don't
out.
know.
Nope. The
I like
softball game thing, like that's
I'm taking them.
pointless.
Tell them, bring me my money.
Yeah, I want
Taking all
cash
the
money.
cash.
Yeah, how
for
much
it.
money do you think this thing's going to go for? Because I think the
Couple million.
package that
Seven figures.
the Pirates are offering is probably worth more than that. What that the card's going to bring in.
I would think so.
It depends on where the seats are.
Yeah, but what am I gonna?
They're premium seats.
Especially if I'm in Cali, I'm selling it. I don't care.
But you got yeah. I mean, you could either sell it for the cash, or you could sell those seats over 30 years.
Yeah,
You can't sell them all at once.
No, I would totally do that. Every day that my tickets would be on Ticketmaster, but the days that I want to go, I'm calling up the organization and say, hey, fire up the jet, man.
If
I'm
you
on my
wanna
way.
go, yeah.
300.
Hell yeah.
80.
That's 30 years of every single day of your life. You're pulling in $600.
How many are they giving them?
They're giving them
80.
two seats for 81 games.
How much are we saying these seats go for?
I bet I don't know. Look, I think they're called Champions Club or something like that. They're the ones right behind home plate.
Are we saying about 300 a seat or 300?
I'm just saying $300, like, especially during the playoffs, like those things are, I mean, obviously you have to make the playoffs, but damn, that's a tough one to turn away, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the tickets, but that's just me.
Yeah, I would take the tickets too. Plus, all the other things, a softball game at PNC, and there's a whole autographed jerseys. I mean, that jersey is going to go for some money. If you're not a fan, you sell the jersey. That'll get you going for a little bit.
I mean,
I'm sure it's going to be like a game worn jersey or some badass shit too,
I'm still
Like, I don't
selling it. I'm looking at the numbers in front of me. I'm still selling
As
it.
a huge fan of the game, and you just want Paul Skeens to have that freaking card, man. That card needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and Paul Skeens is a good guy too.
Somewhere between 700 and 900 a seat.
See? And you're doing that every single day for 81 games.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So even at 700.
That's $1,600 every single day during the summertime.
700 a seat?
700 a seat.
So $1,400.
And those are all inclusive seats too, so you can go there and drink as much beer.
So it's like 112,000 a year.
Yeah.
If
For
you sold
30
every single
years.
seat. If you sold every seat.
Like, I'm
Sure.
looking at 3.4 million over the 30 years. So
Yeah. You're not going to
Over
get that
30
for that
years.
cost.
But what if you sold the ticket for $3 million? And you get it right now.
It's on auction. Who's to say? Unless you put a thing on there, don't sell, like, what do you call it? Where you
yeah,
don't sell below this line. But
Yeah,
then the
Oh, I'm
auction,
sure. It'll do
the
that.
auction house is going to take a huge cut of that too. Like, you're not going to get $3 million from that
what are
card.
the chances of somebody a millionaire in Pittsburgh buys the card so they can give it to Skeens to get the package themselves?
Or the
Or
Pirates.
what if the Pirates buy it?
Just straight up buy
They've
it.
already offered what you just said, 3.2 million basically. So why wouldn't they offer more?
That's
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't care who buys it. I'm just saying, as the kid, I think you're making a huge mistake because you're gonna pocket more money if you keep those tickets and you sell them.
Well, and who can like money aside, like if you are a true huge baseball fan, I'm giving the card to Skeens. I want him to it's his card, right? Like
I was going to say, if you're a true baseball fan, you would at least want to go to some of these games because I would at least want to go and be like, all right, I'll go to 20 games and sell the rest.
this
Yeah,
is exactly
then-
what I was saying, John.
Like the Yankees play in Pittsburgh home opener. Their home openers against the Yankees. So like that'd be dope.
And PNC's beautiful. And what my
PNC is a
favorite
really nice field.
ballpark.
Yeah. So I would definitely do the tickets myself, but
I'm calling the Pirates and saying, give me 3.5 and you can have the card.
I think he I think he
I
can
think
get more right now.
and I don't think I don't think you can put a price on experience. Like the experience of that
True.
is
Oh
priceless.
yeah, no, agreed. Yeah,
Like, and that's why I keep bringing back like the suite with Liv Dunn. Like, you're gonna meet Skeens. He's giving you jerseys. Like the batting practice thing
That's
is
just
cool.
scratching the surface.
Right. The batting practice thing is cool. You get a spring training experience. What does that mean?
what team is he a fan of? Do we know?
I'm not sure. It didn't say in that journal that
I was about to say, unless it's the Dodgers, he could sell the ticket and get season tickets for whatever team he likes, and just go to those.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he's not an A's fan.
Either way, it's kind of screwed because Dodgers, you'd have to sell your arm and your leg to get season tickets to those, and then the A's, they'll probably give them to you for free. But
I'm sure the Giants isn't pretty expensive.
oh yeah, you can go to San Francisco. That'd be your best middle ground.
It's
Yeah.
probably still expensive.
The A's are or the Angels
San Diego?
are probably free.
What about San Diego?
Yeah.
First of all the teams in California now are all National League teams, right?
No. A's are
The
the
Angels.
The A's
The
left.
Angels.
Angels.
The Angels are.
Oh yeah, I
American
forgot
League.
about the Angels. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in my opinion that's Skeen's card. He needs it back.
Yeah, I would definitely give him back and take the package because you're
I'd
talking
take the package too.
you would like this kid would never have to work.
Well, he'd have to sell the tickets.
That's what I'm saying. Every day you're selling a ticket.
That's his job.
Yeah. I mean, how
That's
it takes
That's
2
really
seconds to
hard.
put on Ticketmaster.
Still
Like, I'll
work.
take that. I'll take that job all day long, man. For 15.
Yeah, that would be
every
fun.
single
At
day.
that point, I'm telling you, you're going to end up going to a decent amount of games, especially if the plane's paid for. So, but even if you went to half, that's what, 60,000 a year. You could live off that,
Yeah.
and you get to go to half the Pirates games for free.
Yeah. Plus all the other crap that they're offering you: jerseys, bats, batting practice, spring game experience.
Yeah, I'm going to need
Softball
details
game
on
at
that spring
PNC
game
with-
experience first, though.
with alumni. Like, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I like the autographs and the memorabilia. I want to know what that spring training experience is. 'Cause I bet you that's dope.
I don't know about. Pretty sure it's dope.
Yeah, I guarantee he's like on the field with the players, taking batting practice, like getting autographs.
Yeah. And you're an 11-year-old kid, man. Who wouldn't eat that up?
Well, it's a spring training experience every year for
I'm not
the
sure.
amount of time that I get the season
I
tickets.
doubt it. I'm sure.
Or can I use it any year I want
It's
to?
just a one-time thing.
But let's face it, this kid's gonna have it in on the Pirates front office at his disposal
tickets.
for 30 years.
They're headed to the playoffs in the future, so I guarantee you he make money on those playoff tickets too,
Mm-hmm.
or go.
Yeah. I mean, all right, kid, I think you're making a big mistake.
I don't know.
The package.
Obviously,
is
somebody's in
worth
his
more.
ear. I don't think a kid makes this decision on his own.
Yeah, of course. But I honestly don't see that card going for $3 million in auction.
I feel like it goes for way more.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about it. Like, I'm with you, Richard. I'm the same way. Like, I'm like, it's a baseball card. There's no way. But like,
Yeah.
nowadays,
I mean, it's not like it's
They can't make another one. That's-
card.
and that's the thing is they cannot make another one. It's impossible to make another one.
Yeah,
They just
so
can't.
one. Yeah, it's a one and done for sure. But
Mhm.
I don't see those things going for $3 million.
What did they go for now? What did the Ellie De La Cruz card go for? What did all the other ones go for?
Yeah, but nobody else is on the level with Skeens.
That's what I'm saying. You got to multiply it by 10, and that's
Yeah.
what this is going to go for because he's not only rookie of the year, he's future Hall of Famer.
If he stays healthy. I mean, there's a lot of intangibles.
Sure,
man. Like,
sure,
a lot
yeah,
of things
there's
has to happen
Absolutely. But right now, the card is valuable.
today.
Today,
Yes.
that's why he needs to get it off. But I mean,
Well,
they
I
should-
mean, and surely the Pirates' offer isn't to only this kid, right? Like, if somebody gets their hands on this card, they're going to offer it no matter what.
The Pirates want this card, so whoever buys
Yeah.
this card could give it to the Pirates. and
So
get-
that in and of itself also makes it valuable, not just the card, but the base value that the Pirates are offering.
and I
but
think
if that's the
what
case, if the person that buys it, can't they be like, I want a better offer?
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
I think the
Pirates have the best
offering-
chance are just to go get it themselves.
Yeah, I think what the Pirates are offering is invaluable. Like, there's not a monetary
I agree.
value to that.
I completely agree with you, Eric. I mean, that's 30 years of season tickets. That's crazy.
That is insane.
You're going to
that
watch
ticket.
players play that aren't even born yet, most likely. You know what I mean? 30 years from now.
And you got to think too, the tickets that you're getting are all inclusive. So you walk down there, you want to eat 25
Oh
hot
yeah, I
dogs.
just saw that when I looked it up.
Yeah.
You want to eat 25 hot dogs and drink 30
You
beers.
can bring them home with you.
This 11-year-old kid will be able to take his son one day to this game.
I mean, you want to do the 9 for 9 challenge? Like, you could do that every game.
Every single game.
Every game, do the 9 for 9 challenge.
Be 500 pounds by the end of the season.
I mean, you can just you ain't lying. You can definitely watch every single team play, just about.
At the best ballpark in the country.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, let's go buy the ticket.
The free airfare.
Yeah.
It is settled.
Let's put a crowdfunding page together.
We want the Paul Skeens tickets so we can go to season tickets or season games, Pittsburgh games.
Yeah, we should have been buying those blaster packs.
Yeah, I thought about it. But
I tried to. I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I looked for them. I don't even know where to start to go find them things at.
I'm sure online was the best bet. I looked in person.
I looked on Amazon. There's like a bunch of different kind of cards, but I don't think it was the same card.
Yeah, I was convinced it was like hanging on the shelf at Walmart or something, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently it was in Cali.
Yeah.
I'm sure this kid has thousands of dollars invested in baseball cards. So
Well, he said that blaster pack that he bought was $320.
that's ridiculous.
So
It
these
was like
cards
a box.
aren't cheap.
Well, and that's of course the pack they're going to put it in too. They're not going to put it in, like you said, the $3 Walmart pack.
Right. No, it was the Topps Chrome. They're called Topps Chrome, is what the cards are called, and yeah, they're $300 for a box, a blaster.
You can have it.
Yeah, it's like scoring the gold ticket on Willy Wonka, man.
I think there's resale value.
We could do
Just the
live
price
opens.
going up.
We could open them live on camera.
Yeah, and I'm glad that a kid won it and not a 40-year-old break. Like the guy-
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
That part is cool.
For sure.
We should reach out to this kid, see if he'll come on the show.
See if he'll donate the ticket. I mean the
I doubt
card.
he'll do that.
Yeah, right. You might
See if
donate.
he'll
this
come on the
$3 million.
show and see if we can get a signed jersey. We'll buy a Pirates jersey and give it to him.
Staying on the baseball, the Hall of Fame class was announced. And
Who did not vote for Ichiro? That person needs to be tarred and feathered.
That person should probably be removed from the voting.
yeah. Does he know anything about baseball?
Apparently not.
There was one. Ichiro missed unanimous by one vote. Whoever that is needs their Hall of Fame voting.
They probably did it just because they want to keep Mariano the only person. I would guarantee you that's why they didn't vote for him.
I could probably see that.
Bias reasons.
Yeah.
But he deserved it.
I mean, I think Ichiro's unanimous Hall of Famer. First.
I don't know a single person that doesn't like him.
No.
The Hall of Fame is weird in the MLB, man, because if you don't make it after so long, you're just blocked.
Yeah, it's 10 years, and then you have to go to the Veterans Committee.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother political racket.
Yeah. And for Ellen Trammell to be in there without Lou Whitaker is a freaking travesty, man.
Yeah, but it's popularity. You know as well as everybody else, Lou Whitaker didn't treat the media very nicely, did he?
No.
Yeah, and who votes for that?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
You gotta put that crap aside, man.
You do, but I'm just...
They don't.
They don't.
Yeah, they definitely don't. But
It's human bias. Can never get past it.
I think the Baseball Hall of Fame is the greatest Hall of Fame and also the worst all at the same time. Because if you make it, you truly, some of these other Hall of Fames just let a lot of borderline people in. If you make it into the Baseball Hall of Fame, you 100% are no doubt a Hall of Famer. But also, there's a lot of deserving guys that are not in, and the reasons are not play related, and that is a shame.
Have you ever been to the Hall of Fame?
I have not. I think we're gonna go the Miguel Cabrera induction weekend is when we're gonna go.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So kind of holding out for that.
Hell yeah. How many years do you have to be out of the game before you can?
5. It's 5.
5 years. So how much longer does Cabrera have? 3?
Yeah, this will be 3 years after this year.
Yes. So speaking of baseball, before we move on, I think I've decided instead of buying season tickets for the Nashville Sounds, I'm going to do one big rollout and purchase a suite and take like 30 people at once instead of 30 people across the entire season. So I
That'd be
will
a party.
definitely.
That's pretty sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So if you guys are interested in making a trip to Nashville, let me know. I'll put you on the list.
I'll see what I can do.
The NBA, the All-Star starters announced.
Yeah, they were.
So
Got
any
2
surprises
starters.
there?
We got 2 starters in the starting lineup.
When is the All-Star game? What's the date?
February
Yeah,
13th,
February.
something like that. After the
Oh.
Super Bowl.
Do you guys want to talk about the new format with the 3 or 4 teams? Did you guys see this?
Playoff format?
No, for the All-Star game. There's like Team Shaq, Team Kenny.
I did not.
No, I didn't either.
Oh yeah, so I guess there's the futures game. Is that what they call it with the
Mhm.
freshmen and sophomores? Those guys are one team. And then it's like Team Kenny, Team Shaq, and Team Charles, and they're all 4 going to play each other, and then whoever's like the winner is the winner of the All-Star game.
Is that like in lieu of like the skills or the futures game?
Yeah, I think so. So the futures kids are going to be playing the other All-Stars. So
They can't do the futures game anymore because the futures would get annihilated by the foreigner team. There's just too many young guys from overseas
Dominating.
yeah, so I thought that was interesting. It's a little.
That is interesting. I'll have to look
Why
out for
doesn't
that.
the NFL do something different, man? Because their Pro Bowl sucks.
They did. They added dodgeball.
So bad, man.
Like flag football.
Yeah, the NFL Pro Bowl, it's worthless.
They should just like do bowling and darts or something like that.
At least it used to be in like on Waikiki Beach there, so at least gave
Even
people
that
something
was
to do
just
to go to
like-
Hawaii. I know, but at least you have a destination to go to. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, for them, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
Turn it into Wii Sport.
I mean, they could do whatever the NBA is doing because that's just the only reason the NBA is good is because it's hyped up. Like people, just celebrities go and like they just, it's just nothing significant. I guess the dunk contest sometimes is pretty cool, and sometimes they'll do things like Eric's talking about that people tune in for, so they change it up. But I don't know why.
I mean, when we were kids, the dunk contest was awesome.
Oh, that was the
Yeah,
best
it
because the
was
best
awesome.
players used to be in it.
Yeah.
Now nobody's in it. So.
But,
Yeah.
Even the 3-point contest was cool when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
all of it was fun. The All-Star game was fun. I haven't watched it in years, but
Right. I think they should all take a page out of the MLB, man. I love the way the MLB does it.
yeah, Home Run Derby and MLB All-Star game are by far and away the best.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, we should go to the home run derby. It's in Atlanta. We can all meet there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's Championship Sunday. Let's talk about some football and who you guys got. Let's talk about the first game. The Washington Commanders, or the Redskins, at the Eagles.
I mean, go Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just keep rolling at this point.
Commies by 80.
Yeah,
Commies by
agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for the
Honestly.
Redskins now, I guess. I don't really.
Yeah.
Bills, commies.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like
Bills, commies. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, if I see the Chiefs win today and that stadium doesn't explode afterwards, I'm gonna be so upset.
I don't think the Chiefs win this game, man. I think the
I
Bills
hope
got it.
not.
I don't know if I can stomach a three-peat, man, from this
It's the
team.
only thing that's going to save the NFL is the Bills beating the Chiefs.
It's
That's
Josh
the only
Allen.
thing.
Josh Allen just figuring it out.
Can Josh Allen do it though? Like this
Can he
is like
figure?
the
He's just got to. He
40th
can.
time.
We know he can do it. He's just got to figure out that last 45 seconds, minute and a half. Like just get the ball in your hands somehow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and when you do it.
and
That's
don't
it.
let the refs.
Don't
You know
don't
what's
give him
awesome?
the ball. Do not
That's
give him.
awesome. All 4 of these teams that are playing today are outside teams, outdoor teams.
Oof. Where's the Super Bowl?
New Orleans.
Knowledge.
Louisiana.
Inside.
Louisiana.
So we're gonna be we're gonna see a lot of slipping and sliding in the Super Bowl. I bet they're not used to playing on that turf. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean this just makes me sad. Could you imagine the world would break if it was a Bills Lions Super Bowl?
Oh, God. But thanks to Ben Johnson, it's not.
Just blame it all on him.
Crazy thing is, they were in that game, too, the entire game.
I thought we weren't going to talk about them again until
bad.
August or something.
He brought it up. I'm just saying they were in that game.
I'm sure we heard
It's
that.
when- it's
5
when-
turnovers and you're still in the game.
Literally until J-Mo threw that pick, I thought we had
Oh
a
my
chance.
Yeah.
And then he threw that, and my hope crumbled.
It's tough.
I
Those
won't
are
even
always
talk
tough
about
days.
half. But I thought for sure after half they're going to just come out on fire and just roll like they usually do. But they did
Getting
not.
nauseous. Can we change the subject?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Sorry,
tried.
guys.
I already tried. But
Yep. So so we're all in agreement. The Commanders today.
Yeah.
yeah,
The next
Commanders and
game, the
Bills.
Buffalo Bills
I think we're
against
all in
the
agreement for this one, too.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, Bills.
So it's unanimous again.
Ugh.
Commanders and the Bills. Let it be written.
I
Let it
think
be said.
everybody but Missouri and maybe Philadelphia want to see Commanders and the Bills.
The Eagles are the worst fan base in the entire league.
Everything
Man.
Philadelphia is the worst fan base. The Phillies
Did you
are just
see-
as bad. It's the same it's the same
It's
people. They just
true.
put different
Yeah.
shirts on. And it's the only time they ever change.
See that giant douche just screaming at that young girl?
Yeah, the Packers fan.
Yeah, and some dude on
Made that
TikTok.
right though. The internet
Yeah,
made that right. They
yeah,
found
some
that
dude
guy.
on TikTok like blasted this dude out and was like, "Hey, let's find this guy and make him famous." So not only did he lose his job, he got banned from Eagles games for the rest of his life.
Good.
Yeah, the internet won that for sure.
Yeah.
Justice.
Why would you pick on a girl sitting next to you? She wasn't doing anything crazy. She was just sitting there enjoying the game, and you freaking spot up. Like he was dropping some crazy words on her too, man. It's like, oh my god,
Philadelphia
Yeah, it
sports
wasn't-
fans
it
have not
wasn't
progressed
fun.
big time.
It was-
no, it was nasty. Like I felt like if I was there, I would have done something. Like first thing I thought of was like, you kiss your mother with that mouth? That's shit is brutal.
Well, and it's just perpetuating every Philly stereotype, like all of it.
You remember a
Not
couple of years ago? I
stereotypes
think
when they're all true.
it was when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl after the game, they were throwing like beer bottles at the
Yes.
buses and stuff. Like,
Yes.
what is the matter with you, man? Place is supposed to be like the city of brotherly love, man. It's the city of shitholes.
Yep.
It's terrible, man. People suck. All right. That's all I got. I just want to remind everybody, if you're watching, we are doing Super Bowl squares. Costs $20 to purchase a square. It pays out $250 after every quarter. And the nonprofit Minutes Wisely will win $250 after every quarter. So you get paid out 50% of whatever we take in. And the national championship game went well. We had some good winners there. We paid out the very next day, so we don't hold on to your money. As soon as you win, you get your money. Thanks for all that participated, and thanks for all who are going to participate in the Super Bowl squares. Just to give you a little rundown what we're going to do with that money, we have a couple great events planned for this year. Like I said already, one, we're going to purchase a suite at Nashville Sounds game. We're going to take probably 30 or so veterans, first responders, Gold Star family members to the baseball game, pay for their drinks and their dinner. And then also another one we have planned out is we're going to send a veteran deep sea fishing in South Florida, and we're going to pay for the entire trip. That includes
Heck yeah.
airfare, hotel room, fishing. Like, you don't even need to bring anything with you. Bring a clean pair of
Toothbrush.
underwear with you. That's all you need. So we got the fishing license covered. We got the boat covered. We got everything covered, man. All you got to do is show up.
Nice.
That's what we do here at
And catch some
Nosebleeds.
fish.
Yeah, I'm sure the captain will even clean them for you, so you can take them home or eat them right there. There's nothing better than
Take them by
fresh
that
fish
bit,
out of
right
the
off the line.
right out of the Gulf of America.
Oh my God.
All right, people. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Next Sunday is a off day in the NFL, so we'll have plenty to talk about. We'll break down the Super Bowl matchups, and then after that, football season's over with. It's a baseball season, actually. For
It's
most
already
of
baseball
America,
season in this
for most
house.
of America, it's already baseball season.
Basketball.
Speaking of which,
Basketball,
congratulations,
hockey,
CC Sabathia.
I'd be remiss about. See, we need a hockey insider. Since the Detroit Red Wings have made their change at coach, they have went 10-4-1. Steve Yzerman's working his magic there in Detroit. If you know hockey, you want to come on and talk hockey, give us a call. We have a spot for you. Or if you just want to talk whatever sport you're is, we love having guests on. So give us a holler. You know how to reach us. We're not hard to find. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We've been on for 51 minutes. We appreciate y'all. And go Redskins and Bills.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
See you guys next Sunday.
LeBron's an all-star again.
LeBron James.
Who?